Hello everybody and welcome back to the playthrough. Got a bit of a quick intro today because as I loaded up the world to start recording, there was a little bit of a battle going on the plains. If you remember from the end of our previous episode, we left ourselves on the boat. We were just sailing along the coast of the plains, having a bit of an explore, and yeah, I logged in, looked to my right and immediately saw a battle going on between skeletons and fullings, so I had to try and get the recording started as quickly as possible. Anyway, in today's episode we're going to continue exploring. We are sailing around the plains island that we have our base on, and basically trying to find some more of the stone circle like areas, trying to find a runestone for the plains boss. And yeah, we haven't had any success so far, but hopefully we'll eventually find it, or find one of them. But yeah, we're basically just trying to see how big this island is, and we're trying to find a location for Yag'Luth so we can go and take him on. We are pretty much ready to go and take on Yag'Luth. There isn't much left for us to actually do in the plains now. We have upgraded our armour to level 3. We'll probably have to sail this boat back to our base at some point. We might do that in today's episode, because we have a whole bunch of black metal scraps that we need to turn into black metal bars. Oh, that's a good start. We've already grounded the boat. Good job. There we go. Let's just push it off the edge. That should be okay now. So yeah, I need to sail this boat back and smelt down those scraps into bars so that we can think about upgrading our weapons and shield another couple of levels maybe. Can't remember what level they actually are. We should probably check that at some point. But if we can get a level or two more out of them, that will be helpful. And then obviously we need to start making some meads, some more health potions. We've still got 9 of the health potions left, and we don't seem to use them as regularly as I thought we would, so we're doing okay for those. Oh, that's either a camp, or that is some roaming fullings in front with those fires. It looks like it might be a camp. Yeah, it is. You can see the walls. It's quite a big camp, actually. There's 4 of them. I'm probably not going to stop and clear that out. We don't really need to. But it is pretty safe to say that we have pretty much conquered the plains, aside from taking on the boss. We just need to find him. That's the one issue with this current stage of the playthrough, is that we've been very fortunate with our other bosses in the game, and we've been lucky enough to find all of them very, very quickly. It's just that this one is seeming to be quite sneaky. He's quite hidden away. He must be on a different island. Okay, this is going to be a bit problematic, I think. We might ground ourselves here. I'm not sure how much water, how much room we've got to manoeuvre. Oh, we're just scraping the bottom. Okay, that was alright. Can we... Oh, there was nothing in here. Okay, I thought it might have been a bit larger than this, but nope. Can we get out from here? I think we're going to get stuck. Yeah, look at how much land has appeared now the tide's going down. Oh, that's a pain. Right, we need to push the boat off the ground. We're probably going to have to turn around. I don't think we're going to be able to get it through that tiny little gap there. Not without it taking a very long time. Let's just give it a try and see if we can get through. We might be able to brute force our way through it. Actually, nah, there isn't enough room there. I can already tell we're going to get stuck, so we're going to have to go back through the way we came in. We'll just reverse it out. Shouldn't be too difficult. Today's episode is going to be a little bit longer, so about 46 minutes-ish is the recording for this one. Oh, we got stuck again. Ah. Oops. Come on, get off the floor, please. I wish there was a way you could, like, attach a rope to a boat and just pull it. Like maybe get on the land and just pull it up the coast a little bit so it's a bit... so you can like move it away from areas like this. Although we seem to be okay now. That wasn't too difficult. Yeah, perfect. I probably should have looked at the map before sailing into there. We could tell that that was a small little bit. There wasn't anything in there of interest. There is swamp in front of us as well. So it looks like we might be getting close to the Mistlands part of this island. Oh, we're going to hit the ground. We're going to have to check the durability on the boat. See how it's doing. It's taken a bit of a pounding on this trip so far. Are we going to hit that? We're going to hit that. Ooh, no we're not. Nice. We've only just about got the wind. Oh, the durability is about a third. Yeah, we're gonna chuck a table down. It's really not worth breaking the boat, especially with the amount of stuff we have in it. We don't want to be spending too long trying to recover it. Oh, where can we put this table? Ah, there we go. Okay, click repair. There we go. Break down the table. Nope, stuck on the ground again. Oh, this was a bad choice coming over here. Right, come on, get away from the coast, please. Oh, that was awkward. Come on, come on. Start moving. Are we moving or are we just stuck? I think we're just, yeah, we're stuck on like a tiny piece of land. And it's just preventing the boat from actually sailing. Trying to give it a push, but it doesn't seem to be moving. Come on, come on. We're waiting for the water to raise a little bit. That should be better. Right, let's try that. Come on, come on. Why is it stuck? There we go. No. Is it? Oh no, there's definitely something underneath the back end of the boat. There we go. Ah, right, we're moving now, finally. Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, I can see it now. A tiny bit of land. Strange that we couldn't see it when we were stuck there, and we couldn't see it when we were approaching that, but as soon as we get off it, then it's like, oh yeah, there's this huge piece of land right underneath your boat. I really should stay away from the coast when I'm trying to explore. It's difficult because I want to try and reveal as much of the map as I can, the actual land parts of the map, whilst we're sailing along the coast, just so it's revealed and I know what biome it is, but if you get too close, you're always risking getting stuck. Yeah, I think we are getting quite close to the Mistlands bit. This is swamp currently. Ah, it's daytime, perfect. So if we turn this way, it's quite a big mountain in front of us there. So I believe if we keep heading north, we'll probably hit the Mistlands again. At least that would be my guess. So it looks like we might have to go to another island to try and find Yag'Luth, or at least find his runestone. At least we don't have to worry about there being a lack of swamp. If we ever need any iron, we've got plenty of options to find some more swamp crypts. Oh, bit of land there. Oh, I can see the grass. Okay, probably should have seen that in advance. Just trying to avoid hitting that. Is that Black Forest in front of us? It looks like it is. Oh god, there's rocks everywhere. Yes, it is Black Forest, you can tell by the trees. That's quite good, actually, because if this is about... Oh god, we hit another rock. Oh no, we got stuck on it. I'm going to have to reverse off, I think. Oh, excuse me. I did not sleep very well last night, so I'm yawning constantly today. It's a bit irritating, especially considering it's not a work day, so it's strange that I'm this tired. Right, we got off the rock. I'm going to have to do a bit of sharp turning. Oh. I said we got off the rock, then immediately reverse into another one. Alright. So yeah, the good thing about this being Black Forest right here means that if this island is about to turn into Mistlands, as it does on the opposite side, that's actually quite good for us, because it means that there's an island or a section of the island that we can actually build a portal on and not have to worry too much about it being knocked down. We could just build our standard portal that we've built in most areas, which is just the portal, maybe a chest, and then a small kind of fence of stake walls, just to keep it protected. But then at least we've got somewhere safe to come back, so at least we don't have to teleport back to the plains or the swamp. hopefully we can find something like that when we go to the Ashlands. Oh Jesus. The thing about the Ashlands is that because it's far south, it's the most southern part of the map, my guess would be that there's quite a lot of water that separates the Ashlands from any other biome. So we're basically just going to have to find the closest island to it, have a little base there, maybe like a dock or something with a little portal on a fence. And then we're going to have to leave a few boats there for if we ever die on the Ashlands. At least until we have some kind of Ashlands base up and running. Right, I'm just going to quickly repair the boat again. How's it doing? So just above half. Just don't want to risk it, that's all. Especially with the amount of cargo we're holding. So yeah, we might have a little base on a biome, a tiny little island that's close to the Ashlands, so that if we do die there, at least while we're initially exploring it, and then at least until we've built an Ashlands base, we are going to have to build a full base while we're there. Especially with it being the current level of biome, we want to make sure that we've fully conquered it and we have everything we can get from it before we decide to head to the next one. If and when that gets released, I'm imagining they're going to be coming out with it hopefully sooner rather than later. Although we do need... I'm kind of asking the devs for a little bit more time. Give me a couple more months to let me catch up properly with the playthrough and actually get through the Mistlands. Oh, there's more planes off in the distance, top right of the screen. You can kind of see the stone pillar up there. So it's not quite Mistlands just yet. Unless that's just it could just be a small section of plains. But yeah, this is all Black Forest. Oh, I think sailing in here is going to be a bad choice. There's rocks. Yep, we're going to hit a rock. Whee. And we're going to have to turn around as well because there's no way out. Ugh, not great. Can I squeeze through there, actually? That little gap between the stone and the island there? No, there's a rock right in the middle of it, so we're going to have to reverse out, I think. Oh, I'm not doing very well at this today. Tell you what, let's give it a try. Maybe we can use the wind speed and just brute force our way over it. No. We got stuck there instantly. I think we're going to have to knock the boat down because I really don't want to... Yeah, we are. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that quickly, so we're just going to knock the boat down. Although it is sailing away from the edge. Oh, really? Grey Dwarf? Really? Really? This far away? Do you mind? Yes, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to knock the boat down. I really can't be bothered to awkwardly have to reverse out, and there's no way we're going to get the boat through there. That strategically placed tin node right there, or silver, no, it's tin, sorry. That strategically placed tin node right on the island there is going to prevent us from sailing over that, even if we try to brute force it. At least this way I can show you what happens if your boat does get destroyed whilst you're out and about. So the materials you use to make the boat will just fall into the water, as it does with any boat, but all of the cargo will be in those boxes. So you can see those boxes there. That's all of your cargo. It's the same as when we had the cart. If you remember, we were pulling the cart down the mountain after we'd done a big mountain farm, and basically the cart just started tumbling down ahead of us and then broke, smashed to pieces, and then the only thing that was left was those boxes. Ooh, a 1-star shaman. Just take you lot down. I don't really want to fight Grey Dwarfs all the time whilst we're here. Right. Now we need to make sure we've actually picked up everything from the boat, the nails being the bits that could have fallen into the water. Right, let's build our crafting bench. Put it there. Oh no, we can build the boat, which means we've picked everything up. Perfect. Let's face it this way. Oh, please don't tell me I've just got it stuck on that rock. I've just got it stuck on that rock, haven't I? Oh no, no I haven't, no I haven't. Jeez. It's the most long-winded way of getting past a blockage in the area that we were sailing. There we go, black metal scraps, dump them all in there. We're going to have to dump some stuff that we've picked up from the Grey Dwarfs, like the resin and stuff like that. But I just want to get everything else. Sea serpent meat, some more scraps and needles. I'm really glad that we learned that you can just use the ladder to get on the boat when you're over encumbered. I think that's a change they made recently, I have to say. I don't think it's a long thing. It could be a long time thing that's been in the game and I've just never noticed. I'm really glad I've discovered it, because it makes life a lot easier for doing something like this. Keep the Grey Dwarf eyes, we're definitely going to want those. I know our stocks have been running quite low. We'll keep the barley as well. We can get rid of the stone and the buke berries and stuff like that. Reclaim our table. Some more wood there, we'll take that just in case. We'll dump stuff as we're sailing. Dump it in a part of the ocean that we're not going to go back to. Yeah, so that's plains over there. Wow, there's like 4 biomes just in my field of view. We've got Black Forest, I would imagine there's probably a tiny bit of meadows somewhere along here. Let's just dump all of these, we don't need any of them. And a little bit of swamp as well, you can see the trees. So for any of you who have been watching for that long, if you remember back to when we first started sailing, one of the bits of advice I gave when you're sailing about and exploring is that the best way to tell the difference between all the biomes is their trees. Each biome has a distinct type of tree, and it's just really easy to tell the difference between them once you've seen quite a lot of them. Okay, so that little inlet ahead of us doesn't seem to go anywhere. It seems to just end on the island, so let's reverse out before we get too far in. And apologies if you can hear that plane flying over, they are quite loud. That's one thing I'm really looking forward to. In the next few months I'm going to be moving house, and I really want to move somewhere that's away from the airport, so I stop having planes flying over all the time. It's not that bad of an issue. It's not something I struggle with, but every now and then I'll either be like trying to record, or I'll just be like getting into bed and you'll just hear this roaring plane flying overhead. I tip my hat to the inventor of in-ear headphones, the ones with the silicon buds that you can kind of just block out all sound. Quite possibly the best headphones ever made. If only they could make them with decent microphones, I wouldn't ever have to worry about using over-ear ones. Don't get me wrong, I do like over-ear headphones. I've had a few good pairs throughout my time, but I just much prefer the in-ear ones. They're just more comfortable, less cumbersome, because you don't have these big headphones on your head. They also don't have a headband, so you don't have to worry about the dent. And yeah, I just prefer them, and they block sound so much better. Looks like we're getting close to end of the day, I think. Can't be that quick, surely. No, it can't be. We can't be. I think we must be about midday or something. I think it's just the angle of where I was looking at the sun there. Just looks like it's getting darker, that's all. That was strange. Anyway, let's see what's on this plains biome ahead of us. Please have a runestone. Please, please, please. Just give me a runestone. I just need to find out where the boss is. That's the only reason we're doing this. Oh, there's a goblin camp. I can see the bonfires up ahead of us, and that's another swamp biome that kind of attaches to that plains. Oh, it's misty. No. Plains, why? No, don't be misty. I can't see anything. How am I supposed to explore if I can't see? Okay, so this level of thick fog that you can see right now, this almost pure like white cloud that you can't really see anything, this is almost what the Mistlands mist is like. Imagine, if you haven't seen the Mistlands mist yet, imagine this, but thicker to the point where you can't see anything. So those trees on the right hand side of a screen there, you can't see those. That's how thick the fog is, or the mist is, in the Mistlands. That's why I've mentioned it in the past, but you need to have a specific item in order to pierce the mist so that you can actually see ahead of you and see what's going on. Yeah, it's a difficult biome, and it does change things up quite a lot. In many different ways as well, actually. It's one of my favourite biomes, is the Mistlands. The enemies are quite different. The way you traverse it is very different. Some of the items are pretty cool as well. I'm really looking forward to getting there and starting to progress through it. What's that ahead of us? That looks like mist. Like the slightly grey fog that's ahead of us. Can't really see it very well because obviously the actual plains itself is misty. I think that's Mistlands in front of us. Yeah, it is. We can see the island, or we can see the biome kind of materialising on the minimap. If you look at our minimap, you can see the kind of dark land area. Yeah, that's definitely Mistlands mist. Okay, we should definitely not sail in there. You can almost see how thick it is. It's just incredibly difficult. Oh, hello. Is that what I think it is up there? Let's go and check that out. We just got a small glimpse. Wow, you really can't see anything. Yeah, this is the mist from the Mistlands. See how you just can't see anything whatsoever? You can just about make out some shapes. This is Mistlands. It's impossible to traverse the Mistlands like this. Oh, a hare. Okay, so that is one of the first Mistlands creatures. Oh, we found some, what are these? These are mage caps. These are a plant. But I don't want to be in here, not now. I don't want to be in here now. Even with the upgraded armor set we've got and weapons and shield and stuff, I think we'd be okay, but I don't want to be in here now. We haven't finished the plains. I don't mind traversing through it occasionally or sailing past it on a boat, but I really don't want to be in the Mistlands just yet. There you go, now that the mist on the plains is kind of... No, it's back now. You can see that sheer difference between the two. It's impossible to traverse the Mistlands without having the boss item. Or something you could make from the boss item. There was a kind of, if you didn't spot it in the footage, we only really looked at it for a second or two, there was kind of this stone pillar that had a torch on it, but you could see it through the mist. That's what I was attempting to have a quick look at, but I decided not to go any further in, because we don't want to reveal too much about the Mistlands just yet. Right, so we're going to get some speed up with our sail, pop it back in, and then hopefully be able to turn around before we get stuck in the mist again. Yeah, you can easily see the difference between the two there. The Mistlands mist is just that very grey, much darker grey, thick fog that's just in front of us. Makes it very difficult to traverse. Okay. We need to keep sailing, although I don't think we're going to sail around the Mistlands. We'll probably have portions of it that we can see. There you go, you can see a bit of a kind of a rocky formation in front of us there. So there are parts of the Mistlands that aren't covered by the mist. Now that we're getting away from the plains and the mist, the actual fog itself is clearing. There we go, you've got a much clearer view now. And then you can see the Mistlands mist right there. We'll have a bit of a look around at it, see what there is, but I don't want to spend too much time here. Not yet, anyway. We'll see what we can discover whilst we're sailing about, but we are mainly looking for plains, so we shouldn't spend too much time doing this. We might as well have a little bit of a showcase while we're here. I would imagine one of the first things you can probably tell from the Mistlands, most of it looks like this, these huge kind of jagged rocky formations. It's one of the other reasons why traversing the Mistlands is very difficult. You need to have a lot of stamina, you need to be able to jump and climb up rocks quite efficiently. So it can be a bit of a pain trying to travel around. It's not all like this. There are some flat areas in the Mistlands, but I will be honest and tell you that they are quite few and far between. There's not a huge amount of flat areas in the Mistlands. Let's just say if you do manage to find quite a large flat area and you're planning on building a Mistlands base, you should probably just pick that as soon as you find it, because it will be quite a while before you find something similar that's in a better location. But that will be one of the things I will be keeping my eyes open for when we do actually come here. And you can also tell there's a new type of tree, although that one is kind of it's kind of grown out of the side of the land, so it's just kind of at an angle. But yeah, that is a new type of tree. We will be looking at cutting some of those down when we get here. There is a new type of wood. There's some more Mistlands over there, so there is. It does seem like there's quite a lot around here. But we do need to find out if it's just these kind of jagged small islands, or if there is actually a proper Mistlands biome. Like a big landmass with all of the things there that we're going to need. One thing I might do is I might just sail around this northern part here and possibly go back down the other side of our Plains Island and just head back to the base. We might not actually sail the boat back in this episode. Does look pretty awesome though, I have to say. It's a pretty good biome. If only we could get rid of the mist on there. Maybe that's something that happens after the boss. It's like if you defeat the boss of the Mistlands, maybe all the mist goes away. I don't think it does. I highly doubt they would take one of the main mechanics of the Mistlands away from defeating the boss, but it would be pretty cool to be able to explore it without having a ton of mist everywhere that's blocking all of your vision. Oh, apologies, I just knocked my microphone there. I don't know if you could hear that. We've only just about got the wind, but there's more mist in front of us, so I don't really want to sail into it. We are actually really close to the other side of the island from where we were, so this biome might not actually be that big. It's large enough for us to come and explore. Oh, there's another one of those lanterns. So yes, that was the lantern I was talking about that we saw in the mist when we first got here on the other side. That was the lantern that I saw. I was thinking about getting close to it and having a look around, but again, we're not ready to be here yet, so let's not do that just yet. Quite a huge island, this, when you think about it. It goes from the swamp at the bottom. We're going to explore that area as well, just in the middle there, that huge kind of... I'm hoping most of that is plains. That's where we're going to next explore, so we'll probably stick to this instead. Instead of sailing off to find another plains island, what we'll do is we'll just have to sail back down the eastern coast of the island that we're currently at and go back to the base, and then we'll explore that area. Hopefully find a runestone. It's getting into nighttime again. That's about right, so about 25 minutes. I thought it would be half an hour. Maybe it is half an hour per day. So yeah, half an hour day cycle, half an hour night cycle, so about an hour in total for day and night. Oh wow, it really is difficult to see. Although the rocks, like the jagged rocky bits, do have a bit of a... You can see them when the mist is actually behind them. But this is what I was talking about when I was explaining in previous episodes that there were going to be sections of the plains where we were going to be sailing about quite a lot. This is what I meant. Not only do we have to discover Mistlands for us to explore when we get here, we also need to find more plains. I was really hoping we'd get lucky with this plains biome. Oh, that purple hue is quite nice. Oh, there's a sea serpent. Hello. Oh Christ, we found something useful. I was just thinking then we've been sailing about for most of this episode and haven't really found anything useful or done anything other than just sail. But this is what I was talking about in those previous episodes. There are parts of the game where you do have to do a lot of exploring and you are going to be sailing about quite a bit, so that is just part of the game. Now this isn't going to be easy to do, because we don't have a huge stamina bar, and our stamina is recharging a lot slower. Luckily, we're not wet or cold, so we don't have any of the stamina recharge debuffs, but we just need to make sure we are managing our stamina a bit better, especially considering we need to get into the water and get his stuff when he dies. Okay, he's on pretty low health. He's probably got about 1 hit left on him if I do a fully charged shot. So if we charge our stamina up to about halfway. There we go. Jump in, jump in, jump in. Yes, we got the trophy. Nice. Oh, that was fortunate. Oh, we're going to have to get back on the boat. No, 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 no. I'm going to start drowning. Oh, that was close. We had about 3 stamina left there. Wow. That was a very close call. We got a trophy though. Hooray. I've wanted a sea serpent trophy for a while now, so that we can hang it back at base. Right, I think that should be all the meat. We've got 5 pieces. Yes, okay. Oh, we're just about going into the Mistlands as well. You can see that fog in front of us. So we need to dump stuff in here, put the head in there. I know exactly where I'm going to hang that head. I want to hang it on the front entrance to our comfort building. I'm pretty sure some of the fins or some of the parts of the head actually light up as well on the trophy. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I've hung one up. It's been a very long time, actually. Right, let's continue forth. We're in the mist, so it's literally cannot see a thing. Keeping my vision kind of lower down so we can at least see the boat itself. But if there is an island in front of us, we're going to have a very hard time seeing it. There we go. Just about out of it. We've been sailing with the wind against us for most of this journey as well, which has not been fantastic. Again, like I said in our last episode, it's we just seem to be very unlucky with the way the wind works in this game. It just seems to be against us more often than it is in our favour, which is, yeah, not useful at all. Maybe it's the game's way of telling us that we really should be using the motor buff. Ooh, is that what I think it is? It is. Ooh. Oh, I really want to explore this. I want to have a quick look. Should we do it? Oh, there's another sea serpent. Oh, for God's sake. Too many things happening at once. Right, if that sea serpent comes over here, we'll take it on. Come on. You have to have seen us. With it being so dark as well, we can't really see them. So it's over there, but I can't see where it is, so it could have disappeared. Right, we've got the wind, finally. Is it still there? Yes, it is. Perfect. Right. To bring the sail in. But yeah, we're going to hit it. Hello, serpent. Let's try and do as much damage as possible. Stop hitting the boat. Right, recharge stamina. 1 more shot will kill it. Fire that. There we go. Yeah, we're taking on sea serpents easy now. These aren't taking anywhere near as much time as they used to. Even without our rested buff and a lack of stamina. That's another 6 serpent meats. That's 11 we've got so far. Plus the extra 6 that's in the boat. That's 17. That's a good collection. I'm happy with that. Let's just dump it in there. And then I kind of want to go back and have a look at that little area there. Is that another one? It is. Oh my god. Wow. This is incredibly fortunate. What is it about this part of the world that's making you lot spawn so frequently? Oh, that looks cool. I just shot the boat instead of the serpent. Ah, we missed that shot as well. The stamina economy is not doing very well. Oh, that was a terrible shot. Right, quickly eat some food, get that stamina bar back up. shot. Oh, we missed that one. Oh, come on. One more, come on. There we go. Right. Let the stamina recharge, and then we can head over there and get that serpent meat. So do we have 16? No, 17. This should, if it gives us 6, I hope. 6, yep, so that's 23. This is good. This is very good. This is plenty of sea serpent stews that we can make. How is the boat doing is probably the more relevant question. I wonder if we're going to get another. Okay, let's head back to that coastal bit. Quite tempted to explore that little bit that was there, if it's there. We might just mark it on the map and save it for when we come back in the actual Mistlands itself. Now, there is a particular type of creature in the Mistlands. Yeah, it is. I think it is. I think it's a tower. It looks like a tower or bunker, maybe. It's difficult to see from this far away. Oh, there's rocks right in front of us. We need to turn. Oh, it's got a dock, and it's got those little lights as well. So yeah, it's kind of like this big bunker. So yes, there is a type of creature in the Mistlands. It's kind of like an NPC. We've met them before. They are the merchant and the... what's her name? I can't remember her name. The clothier. Ah, there's one still on the dock there. So, oh, jeez. Okay, I thought our boat had tipped over then. We should probably build the... Oh, I'm out of the water. Can we build it on here? Please, let's build it here. Oh, they might have something up that stops us from building. Yes, so it's kind of like the merchant or the clothier. Yeah, there's a ward that stops us from building. That's not great. We're just going to have to leave the boat, I think. Now, they have a name in the game, as you can see there. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, because I'm probably going to butcher it, being English. They're dwarves, essentially. They are dwarves. Mage. They have different classes, so you can have a rogue, you can have a mage, I'm pretty sure you can have warriors as well. Obviously mages are spellcasters, rogues kind of prefer using crossbows and daggers and stuff like that. At least, well, I actually haven't seen a rogue use a dagger yet. That is the ward, so that ward is, I think the merchant and the clothier have this ward as well. I think that's the big bubble that you can see. It's basically a prevention of building and destroying and stuff like that. But yeah, they're dwarves, and just so you're all aware, I'm going to call them dwarves all the time. I'm not going to try and pronounce their name. Diverger. That's the only attempt you'll probably hear me say of those. They're dwarves. If the Fullings are goblins, these guys are dwarves. I just can't pronounce their name, and I don't want to sound like an idiot trying to, so we'll just, we won't even bother trying. But I'm glad we found that, because that will hold an item. There'll be an item in that bunker that we'll need at some point. So I'm glad we found that. It's quite far away. It's on the opposite side of the Mistlands to where we'd want it to be, but at least we can just quickly sail here and we don't have to worry about the mist getting in the way and being unable to see. There we go. Quickly just repair the boat, make sure it's all good, reclaim the wood, and I really want to explore, but I know I shouldn't. We don't have the item that we need in order to explore properly, so it would be pointless and a big waste of time. Oh, hello. Is that one of the ancient ruins? I think it is. Yeah, it is. It's one of the kind of crumbled down ancient ruins, like a big bridge. So the dwarves used to be like one of the main like races on Valheim, on this world. And they had this giant civilization. So throughout the Mistlands are these scattered kind of ancient ruins that you'll notice, these giant bridges, the bunkers and stuff like that, dig sites, all kind of stuff. And you'll see dwarves, and they are friendly to start off with, they're always friendly. They will also help you fight enemies and creatures in the Mistlands, any hostile creatures that you come up against anyway, so they're pretty useful. I quite like the dwarves. But you can also make enemies of them as well, so you need to be careful with the dwarves, and you need to be very measured in the ways that you attack them, if you decide to attack them. And at some point throughout your playthroughs you are going to have to do that, unless you decide to just run away, but even then it's still quite dangerous because they are difficult monsters to fight. But yeah, that's an ancient ruin. There's not really much on there, I don't think. I've never fully explored one of those, so we'll probably have to come back here at some point. It's right next to the dwarven bunker over there that we've marked on the map. So we'll probably come back and have a look in future. We are going to have to explore quite a lot of Mistlands in order to find the Mistlands boss. I've never faced it. I don't even know what it's called. I don't even know what it looks like. So that is, we're getting into unfamiliar territory there. So we are getting to the stage in the playthrough where it's going to stop being a bit of a walkthrough and it's going to start being a bit more of me discovering things for the first time. So you're going to have to go through watching me struggle with certain enemies and learning how to fight them and probably dying over and over again. Fortunately enough, with some Mistlands creatures, I'm confident enough at fighting them and I kind of know how to deal with them, so we should be okay for most of the Mistlands. But when we hit the boss, and then definitely when we go to the Ashlands, is when things will become a challenge. And I haven't done any research on the Ashlands yet either. I still haven't done any research yet, so I haven't looked up all the different enemy types. I've had a quick look on the islands when I first went there, when the update first came out, and I did see a few different creatures whilst there and a few enemies to fight, and promptly got my behind kicked. So I am quite looking forward to getting back there and having a proper look at it and a proper explore. I'm going to be honest and say that this looks like it might be another episode where we actually end up ending the episode on the boat. Because, yeah, I don't think we're going to make it back to home base in time. At least with the time that I have left. Let's see how we go. We'll see how we go. We'll probably make it back to at least the explored parts, although we are going quite far north, so it does seem like this Mistlands is quite a large island. There's quite a lot of it. That's the other thing I like about the Mistlands as well, is that there are a lot of kind of randomly generated buildings and areas to explore and stuff like that. Quite a few dungeons as well. Well, sorry, I say a few. There's one or two different types of dungeons, but they're pretty cool actually. I quite like them. I'm certainly looking forward to getting there. Oh god, there's even more. Far north, yep, even further north. Okay. Looks like we might be able to loop around this way. We finally got the wind behind us. Hooray! We can finally start sailing at a decent speed. Although as soon as we start turning south to go back down the side of the plains, the eastern side of the plains island, we're going to lose it again. So it's not going. It's going to be a very short-lived enjoyment of the wind. There is one mage cap on top of that rock there. Mage cap is a plant that you can pick. I believe it's a cooking recipe element. Some small trees there as well. I haven't seen any of the enemies yet, though. It's one thing I haven't noticed. It's one thing I have noticed so far is we haven't seen a single Mistlands enemy yet. I'm quite glad, because I don't really want to reveal them just yet, but I'm surprised with the amount that we've been sailing around, we haven't seen a single one. Oh wow, that tower over there looks massive. What is that? Oh, it's probably just part of the Mistlands island. Just a big jutting rock. Yeah, I think it is. I don't think it's anything important. Oh, there's another one of the ruined bridges. There's a few support, like, struts or towers that you can see there. I'm just going to sail over here and have a quick look at what it is. Because that bit on the left is huge. It's really tall. It's not as big as the sealed tower, but it's still quite massive. Yeah, it's just the way the land is generated there. It looks like there might be something on one of those. We'll have to try and remember to come back here, if I remember that. Oh, there's another one in front of us. There's two. Oh wow, what are these? We're definitely going to have to come back and have a look at this in future. We're actually getting quite close to the edge of the world. I think we're probably closer to the edge of the world than we are actually our plains base. Not that I'm going to head that way, although it wouldn't be a bad idea to think about heading that way for the next update, for the next biome that's released. I don't think we'll go anywhere near the northern part just yet, anyway. If it's still covered by the kind of fog of war that's on the mini-map, so the bits that you uncover whilst you're sailing and exploring around, if it's still covered by that, then when they release a new update, it does automatically update those parts, so you don't actually have to restart your world when they release a big update. It's one of the things I really like about the game. I think they've done it over the past couple of updates. Although sometimes when they do a new big massive update, I kind of like restarting, but I won't be doing that with the playthrough, obviously. Anyway, we are getting close to the end of this episode, so I'm probably just going to stay on the boat, as I said, and then for the next episode we'll probably sail back down the eastern coast and go back to the Plains base. We might even just sail home. But yes, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I know it's been a lot of sailing, but I shall catch you in the next one.